Hey, Shalom, Israel. Brother Reggie Jr. here. So today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at Numbers chapter 12, just picking up where we left off from last time. And if you guys can remember, in the previous chapter, Numbers chapter 11, we talked about how, the Lord got real mad at the children of Israel because they were complaining and they were crying and they tried to make it like it was about the food. Oh man, when we was in Egypt, we ate the cucumbers and the leeks. And now that we here in this wilderness, our soul is dried up. But brothers and sisters, we know Israel. And when you got discernment, you already know it had nothing to do with the food. This is why God sent that plague of fire and was killing them Israelites up, because he had discernment. The Lord said, I searched the heart. And he knew what it really was. And what was it? Israel missed that when they was in Egypt, they used to get to do what they wanted to do. That's why they were mad. But see, now that I'm in this wilderness with the Lord, I got to follow God's dietary law. Because in Egypt, we need whatever the hell we want to eat. But now I'm in this wilderness with God. I keep the dietary law. You know what I'm saying? I got to live righteous, holy, and set apart. Israel didn't want to do none of that stuff. And so that's really why they was crying and they was mad, because in their mind, they were like, man, we had it better in Egypt, because even though I was a slave, I got to do what I wanted to do. And that made God real mad. Okay. And so the Lord sent the fire and started killing them jokers up. Well, now we're going to be picking up in Numbers chapter 12. We're going to be moving on to this next incident that's going to go down, brothers and sisters. So Numbers chapter 12 and verse 1. And it says, and Miriam and Aaron, okay, this was Moses' brother and sister. Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, which is Exodus chapter 2. For he had married an Ethiopian woman. Now, anybody who got discernment, like I said previously, will understand that Miriam and Aaron were not really truly concerned about this Ethiopian woman that he married. That's not really truly why they spoke against Moses. They're using this Ethiopian woman that he married as a red herring. Okay, because really they're mad at something over there. But they're trying to make it like it's about this Ethiopian woman. And I'm going to tell you, Israel do this all the time. Instead of just being a man or a woman and telling you what they really truly mad about, they'll try to make it like it's about this little thing over here that you doing. You speaking too loud. Why you always getting on the brothers and sisters? Why you always doing that? Why you so prideful? Why you this and that? But the whole time, like Miriam and Aaron, full of envy. And that's all because with Miriam and Aaron, we're going to find out that that's what it's about. We're going to find this out right in the next verse. It's about envy. But instead of them dealing with what it really is, they want to talk about this Ethiopian woman he married. And as far as this Ethiopian woman, because a lot of brothers like to say, yeah, boy, see, Moses married an Ethiopian woman. So, that interracial stuff, God must not, he must not care. First of all, when Moses married this woman, he didn't say anything, right? Just like when Samson married the Philistine Delilah, he didn't say nothing, did he? The Lord didn't say nothing. But didn't he meet his demise? He sure did. Samson met his demise. But yet, hey, the Lord, he didn't say nothing when he married him. Okay. What's another? Yeah. Abraham, he married married Hagar. Remember the Egyptian? He married her. The concubine, married her. Had Ishmael, but did God say anything? He didn't say nothing. All he told Abraham is, listen, that baby that you had with Hagar, that child is not going to be the heir. That's not going to be the seed. That ain't the seed of promise. The seed of promise is going to come from you and your wife Sarah. So basically, two Hebrews or, two Israelites is going to make an Israelite. Okay. Not an Israelite in an Ishmael. Ain't none of that. Israelite in a Egyptian. No. An Israelite in the Israelite. Okay, that's gonna be the promised seed right there. But notice he didn't say nothing when it came to him marrying Hagar and create Ishmael. He just simply said, "Hey, that's not gonna be the seed of promise." You see where I'm getting at, brothers and sisters? And with Moses, hey, the Lord didn't say nothing, but it didn't matter because guess what? No matter what you do, even if you sabotage yourself, you cut your legs off, you could do whatever you want to do to yourself. When it's destined for in your life for God to use you, oh, he gonna use you. It don't matter who you marry. It don't matter if you cut your leg, your arm off. It don't matter what you do. If the Lord got it in his plan to use you, he gonna use you. Just like Samson, hey, he got with that Philistine woman that was gonna cause his demise. But did the Lord, he meant, he said, I'm gonna still use Samson. It didn't matter. Now, yeah, Samson came to his demise. But when the Lord gonna use you, hey, he just gonna use you. That's just the way it is, brothers and sisters. But I'm going to let y'all get into all that. We're going to keep going. Verse 2. Now, here go the real issue right here. Because that Ethiopian woman, that whole thing was a red herring. Verse 2. And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Have he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it. So that's what it was really about. Miriam and Aaron, they were envious of Moses. They was envious of Moses' calling. And let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. You cannot get mad at another man or a woman because the Lord decide to use them to a higher capacity or to a higher degree than you. You cannot get mad at that because the Lord may be using me to a higher capacity than you, but there may be a brother over here or a sister over here using her or him to a higher capacity than both of us. So, brothers and sisters, we need to stay in our place. That's what we need to do. Okay? We really need to stay in our place. And if you got an issue, with your place and you want to do more, you desire to do more, hey, take it to the Lord, but don't destroy your brother. Don't destroy your sister because you envious as hell. Because you got a lot of these Israelites, they are very, very envious. Because I'm not looking at why Moses get to lead the children of Israel, why he got all these people listening to him, how come he get to have all these people under his kneecaps listen to him. Listen, I don't give a damn about all of that. I was just in Egypt getting my ass whooped by the enemy. Okay, I'm just glad to be out of slavery, out of captivity, and getting ready to go to my own land. That's what I'm happy about. I don't care who the Lord used. I'm just glad I got out of slavery. I'm among my own people, and we getting ready to go to our own land. That's what I'm happy about. Because Israel got that little crab in the barrel mentality. I hate that. I cannot stand that foolishness. But like I told y'all in that previous lesson, there is no people on this earth that are greater at sabotaging themselves than the children of Israel. And that's why right now, that's why, brothers and sisters, the Lord gonna have to return, and he has to, he's gonna have to show that I'm the one that reigns supreme. I'm the true king. I'm the true leader. Because you got all these men and women trying to get up and they're trying to be God. Sit down. We are all brothers and sisters. Yeah, I may be getting used to a higher capacity. You may be getting used to a lower capacity. I may be getting used at a lower capacity and that person may be getting used to a higher capacity. By the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters in the body. The Lord is just using us as his vessel on this earth. But at the end of the day, make no mistake, brothers and sisters, Jesus is going to run this thing. He is the rightful king. He is the rightful ruler. And what Moses and what Aaron and Miriam didn't understand is Moses didn't run nothing. Moses was taking orders literally taking orders. And they up here mad at Moses. No. Moses was just, at the time, he was just the vessel that the Lord was using. Now, yeah, Moses was the greatest prophet, in my opinion, right? But make no mistake, Moses was taking orders, man. So who you really should have been mad at was God, but you ain't gonna get mad at him because you know he'll split your head to the damn white meat. You know it too. So you don't get mad at him. You direct it at a man. But anyway, y'all, let's keep it going. So we at verse 3 now. Miriam and Aaron, they full of envy. And remember, God warned us of that envy. That envy can cause you to do some very evil things towards your brothers and your sisters. You start creating beef that ain't even there. You see, brothers, especially these men of Israel. Now, y'all women, you gonna get your ass beat too by the Lord. Don't think you good to go. But these sorry ass men are so full of envy. That's why every time you look up, niggas shooting each other, all type of evil going on. Full of envy. Just can't be happy for your brother. Can't be happy for your sister. Always mad that somebody that look like you is on top or getting ahead, and you mad. Instead of saying, oh man, good job, brother, man, good job, so yo nigga behind mad. But let me tell you men something. Let me tell you this, right? And this, I'm telling you something you already know. Okay? The Most High, he raising these heathens up. I hope y'all know that. Y'all better read the temperature. Okay? He raising these heathen up right before us. And I'm telling you, he gonna beat y'all tail because you Negroes have lost your mind. On the news, all I see is y'all destroying one another. Well, they just putting on the news. Nah, nigga, I don't want to hear that. Because if you love one another, these heathen wouldn't have nothing to put on the news in the first place. So I don't want to hear that excuse. That's already out the window. Okay? The only thing y'all black people understand, mostly you men, you women, y'all gonna get your head split too. Don't think, oh, I'm a woman, I'm gonna sit back. He gonna get you too. So you just sit on the side over there. But you dudes, I'm telling you, God gonna whoop y'all ass. Y'all are so evil and bad. Y'all, a lot of y'all dudes, you are wicked as hell. Now see your preacher with that alligator suit on, and some of them other ones over there, them street camps, wearing these garments. Both groups won't tell y'all how evil y'all are. All y'all want to hear all day is about how you're Israel. Yeah, see, we Israel. Oh man, yeah, Esau. They Esau all day. Yep, Israel, God love you. He gonna come back and get us. And we going to the promised land. You ain't going nowhere. If you wicked, you gonna die right here with your slave masters. Do you understand that? You're gonna die right here in the land of your captivity. Because you are disobedient. You refuse to love your brothers and sisters like God told you. Especially you men, you ain't worth nothing. All you want to do all day is attack your brothers and sisters. That's all you want to do. All day. That's what I see these black men doing all day. Just attacking each other, shooting each other. That's it. But when it come to that white man, these black men won't move their hands or their mouth. They won't do nothing against this white man. And I'm keeping it a buck, and y'all know it's true. Y'all only got smoke for your own, so guess what? You better read the temperature. I know you feeling the Lord getting ready to raise these heathen up, okay? And let me tell you, all you black men up here chasing these white girls and these Latina, Mexican girls and all these women like that, I'm just trying to tell you. These men are pissed off. They are tired of seeing you Not me, them. They're tired of seeing you with their women. I'm just letting you know that. I go to places, I hear these heathen men speaking. They tired of y'all black men. And I'm telling you, the Lord is riling these animals up. And when he let them loose on you, your last worry is going to be on how to take your brother down, because your ass going to be running for the hills. See, because y'all Negroes ain't experienced that fear that our ancestors felt. That's why y'all arrogant. That's why y'all talking so much BS. Because you ain't felt that fear. You ain't been under the fist. You don't know what that's like. Y'all Negroes comfortable. You in the air conditioner. You in that 2023 car. You in a 2-story house. That's why you act like you don't hear Israel's church. That's why you act like you don't hear the brothers and sisters telling y'all Negroes to love each other, especially the men, because y'all ain't worth nothing. The only time y'all are of some kind of use is when that white man telling you what to do. That's the only time you're productive. Outside of that, when you come home and that white man ain't telling you what to do, when you come home, you free, right, from him. And so now you don't know what to do. But what do you do with your time? Destroy your brothers and sisters. And I'm telling you, God is raising these people up. Okay. And a lot of y'all churches, you don't want to speak out and warn the people. I'm telling you, y'all think this is a game. The Lord is trying to, listen, he has raised up Israel's church to warn y'all. Y'all hate what we say. You spitting in our face, unthankful. You just don't care. But I'm telling you, when these heathen get released on us, we gonna feel the fear. Me too. I ain't excluded. We gonna feel fear that we haven't felt in a very, very, very long time. Because let's just keep it a buck. We all comfortable. And that's why a lot of us are lazy. We act like we don't hear what God say because we comfortable right now. But what you going to do when the Lord raise up this persecution in the form of our enemies? Oh, going to be in trouble. The Most High, he see how a lot of y'all women, all you want to do is shake your ass all day. All you women, you just want to, women, they do the same thing. They just, black women, they attack each other all day long. Destroying their children. The Lord see all of that stuff. Listen, ain't nobody getting away with nothing. He see it all. But the Lord, being who he is, he got a grace period for us. Let me just see if they gonna get it right. And so he just watch. That's why the Lord said, y'all provoke me to my face. And when you're provoked, this is something that happens over a period of time. The Lord just seeing all of this evil that we're doing. And to the point he just, okay, I had enough. And then bam. Now we all crying. We all get messed up. So brothers and sisters, I'm just telling you. It's not what you think. It's not. This thing ain't going to end how we think it's going to end. God going to get his pound of flesh out of us before he get back. Okay. But I don't want to go too much into that because that right there is a whole nother video. We got to get this chapter done. So verse 3. It says, now the man Moses was very meek. So Moses was a very, very humble man. He was, because remember, he was basically a type of Christ. So he was very humble. He didn't see himself as being this great man, this important man. He was very, very humble. That's why the Lord chose him, right? Just like Jesus, when he came, very humble. Jesus literally was God, okay? He was literally God. And when he was in heaven, it say he looked down on earth and he thought it not robbery to be equal with God because he was God, brothers and sisters. But instead, he took on the reputation of a lowly man. That's what he did. Okay. But Moses, very, very meek man, a very meek man. And we don't have any men, not I wouldn't want to say any, but we don't have a lot of men like this among the children of Israel. A lot of them think they hot-ish. They do. Boasting themselves to be somebody. Boasting themselves to be some great one. I'm King David reincarnated. Why that nigga in the ghetto? He King David reincarnated. You can't make this stuff up, man. How about just being a lowly servant of God? How about that? Even me, that's why I don't like all them titles, man. Just, hey, man, I'm just Brother Reggie Jr. That's it. I don't care about that stuff, man. I don't care about having all these people under me. I don't care about getting all of these views. I don't give a damn, man. I literally don't. I could care less. It actually sickens me to my stomach when a lot of Israelites look at my video. You know why? Because that must mean I'm telling them something that they want to hear. No, I want to tell Israel stuff they don't want to hear. So when I get too many views, I get disgusted. But when I get just a few, just 100 or 98 views, now I'm like, woo! Yes, sir. That's what I want. I don't want all these views. I don't want all these Israelites watching. Because then that means I'm not doing something right. See? That's the trick, brothers and sisters. And then another thing, too, if you're a teacher and Israel patting you on your back, you're not doing something right. That's why, the Lord said, this tag bothering me on the back of my shirt. But this is why the Lord said, too, beware when men speak well of you. What men? The children of Israel. Beware when they speak well of you, because these Israelites, again, 2 words, rebellious and stubborn. And these people hate righteousness. So if they pat you on the back, good job. Ooh, that's my pastor. You know you're doing something wrong. You know you're not telling the brothers and sisters what they need to hear. You're telling them what they want to hear. And that's why they keep coming back. No, you need to tell these brothers and sisters what they need to hear. Yeah, they might leave your church. Yeah, they may stop giving you money, but to hell with that. They can keep their dirty money, and they can kick rocks. That's how I feel about the children of Israel. Kick rocks. I can care less about your stinking dirty money. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Because we need to fix this mess that we got in our communities. But we can't fix this mess if we keep telling each other what we want to hear instead of what we need to hear. Brother, stop freaking going around sticking your penis in every woman, impregnating her, and leaving that girl with the baby while you run off and smoke weed, or while you run off and get a heathen woman and you taking care of her children, but of your own woman and your own child, you won't take care of that child. The one that looked like you won't take care of, but you'll run off to that heathen one. And you get her pregnant, you'll take care of that child. Stop doing that. You're destroying the community. Men, you get good women. Stop abusing them, okay? Stop talking to them like a dog in the house. Stop talking to them like a dog. Stop putting your hands on them. Stop airing y'all business out when you go out and about. Women, submit to your husbands. Stop going to work for 8 hours a day submitting to the white man, and then when you come home, you don't submit to your husband. He asks you to do something, you don't want to do it. Why I got to do it for this Negro? Because subconsciously, your black behind feel like the black man don't deserve nothing, so you don't want to do nothing for your husband. But for that white man, that boss at your job, you do everything for him. Hey, Sonny, go get me a coffee. She go right there and get him coffee. She don't even protest. She just go get it. Sonya make the coffee and bring it back. And she just felt like she served God by giving this white man that coffee. I'm keeping it a buck. We got to fix this mess. Stop going out and about and you don't speak to your brothers and sisters, but then you'll speak to that white boy. You'll speak to that white girl. You'll speak to that Mexican man and woman and that Latina man and woman, but you won't speak to your own. Negro going to a darn Chinese restaurant, that nigga smiling ear from to ear to ear. He going up to the counter telling them Chinese people, oh, hey, how you doing today? And them Chinese looking at him like, you dumb nigga, get out my face. But he or she gonna deal with you because they want your darn money. So them Chinese, before they put up with you, yes, I need this nigga money. So they act like they care. Hey, what can I do for you? What can I get you? But then his own brother in the same restaurant, own brother, hey, how you doing, man? He act like he don't see him. And y'all think God just chilling, sitting on the throne like, oh, yeah, sometimes they do that. No, he mad as hell. I'm telling you. Y'all think I'm playing. That's why he finna get ready to raise these heathen up. The writing is on the wall. Even if you don't see what's happening, you can feel it. Israel, y'all are going to get it. You need to understand that. You're going to get it. All right. But we're going to keep it moving, brothers and sisters, because I don't want to go off too much. But let's keep going. Verse 4, 6, because in 3 it said Moses was a very humble man. Verse 3, and the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses. So he spoke to Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam. So the Lord got real mad. Because remember, the Lord can't stand all of that tension between the brethren. So he called all three of them out. He says, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out, and you know the Lord was mad. Verse 5. And you know what get me? It's just that Israel, we have all this smoke for each other, but we don't got no smoke for our real enemies. That is something that just blows my mind. It really does. It blows my mind. So I'm like, y'all got all this energy for each other. But with the enemy, you act like a docile puppy. I just don't understand the Franken nigga. Okay. But let's keep going. Verse 5, it says, and the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam. So he called them, get over here. And they both came forth. They said, yes, sir. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision and will speak unto him in a dream. Okay. And the Lord, in short, the Lord, like, listen, I'm the one who controlled all of this. Y'all acting like Moses just got up one day and was like, yeah, I'm going to lead the children of Israel and they going to look to me and look up to me. The Lord, like, listen, Lord said, I make myself known to that man or to that woman. They don't. They don't get up one day and make themselves known to God. No, I make myself known to them. That's how this thing works. I'm God. I'm sovereign. I do what I want to do. You don't do nothing. I do what I want to do. I run this show. But because Israel don't have any faith, they don't believe that. They believe man is doing things of their own accord. But they're not. The Lord say, I run this show. That's what Daniel understood. Daniel came to that realization. God run this thing. He do. And I believe that, brothers and sisters, God run this thing. Everybody that is in the position that they are in right now, whether they're wicked or they're righteous, whether they're a poor man or whether they're a CEO or whether they are the pastor or whether they're a pew sitter or whether they are in the ranks of the elite, God did it. He put man where he wanted to put him. And that's all there is to it. Well, how they got in this position? How did this wicked dude get this? Or, oh man, how did that righteous man, how come that happened to him? Because God said, I decided all. That's why it happened. See? And see, y'all gonna learn that God run this thing. All right. Verse 7. So the Lord say, listen, if there be a prophet among you, guess what? He said, I'm going to make myself known to him and, in visions, and I'm going to speak to him in dreams. But he said, 7, but my servant Moses is not so. See, he says, I deal with Moses differently. How so? Says, Moses is not so, who is faithful in all my house. So Moses was the most faithful in all the house of the children of Israel. So out of all 12 tribes, Moses was not only most faithful, but we also know he was the most meek. He was very, very humble man. Verse 8. And he said, with Moses, will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. So he's saying, listen, with Moses, I'm going to speak to him face to face. Ain't going to be no dreams. He sleep. He wake up. And he like, oh, snap, I had a dream. The Lord told me to do this, and this. And he told me to go tell Israel this. No, the Lord literally come down in that pillar of cloud, say, Moses, get over here. And they heard the voice. Just like, knock on wood, just like Aaron and Miriam are hearing him talking to him. They're hearing the Lord talking to them. So he said with Moses, I'm going to speak to him face to face. I'm going to talk to him directly. Not through no angel, prophet. No. I'm going to speak to him. All right. And he says, wherefore then were ye not afraid? So seeing that he talked to me directly, wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? I'll tell you why, Lord. And you know why. It's because envy knows no bounds. Envy ignores all caution. Envy throws caution to the wind. Negroes and negresses, when they get full of envy, I mean, they start talking crazy, start doing stuff that's like, bro, you know that's going to have consequences, right? But when that man or that woman got that spirit of envy on them, it don't matter. They throw caution to the wind. And they don't think about their actions until later. Just like something getting ready to go down right here, then they going to think about their actions. All right. Verse 9. And it says, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against him. So he was mad as hell with Miriam and Aaron. And we're going to see that Miriam, based off what happened to her, she was the ringleader. Okay. It says, and he departed. Boy, the Lord was angry. Verse 10, it says, and the cloud departed from off the temple. So the presence of the Lord was gone. And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. So this dark chocolate fine woman, okay, turned into a darn white woman instantly. Boom. Whoosh, leprous immediately. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. So Aaron looked and was like, oh my God. Verse 11. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord. All right, so now he going to the one that he envied and could not stand, just like the rest of the children of Israel. You got to go to the man that you can't stand. And what happened? He said, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Why? Because they committed the sin of envy. 12. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And, leprous can be many things too, brothers and sisters. It just is basically like a skin disease. It's basically what leprosy like is. But this right here, she was leprous as snow. That skin was raw. Okay. Verse 13. And Moses cried unto the Lord. And obviously, too, Moses had mercy because it's his sister, too. Right? More than just it being his brethren, it's also his sister. Moses being meek and having compassion. Because, see, this right here, okay, here we go. This right here is a perfect example of love. See? Because here you got Aaron and Miriam, envious as hell of Moses. I can't stand that nigga. How he get to rule the children of Israel? Talking crazy. And as soon as something happened, like this leprosy on Miriam, they had to run to Moses. Now Moses, he could have said, nope, that's what y'all niggas get. Nah, Miriam, heck no, you gonna keep that leprosy on you. That's what you get for talking crazy. I hope your behind get put outside the camp. I hope this. I hope that. No, you deserve that. Nah, Moses didn't do that. Moses displayed love. He did what? He cried out to the Lord. And the Lord gonna heal her. But he cried out. And he's gonna heal her. But he cried out, brothers and sisters. How many of us would have just been like, oh, that's what that nigga get? Because that's what niggas do, right? This is what the Lord is trying to get us to change about ourselves. See, love is not about what the other person does. It's about what you do. That's what love is. Love is, even though a person deserves death, even though a person, they deserve to get they behind chewed out, cussed out, destroyed. But instead you say, hey, you know what? And they did all this evil to you, but they come apologizing. Hey man, I'm so sorry, man. And that usually come after they got their ass whipped by the Lord. Then they come, I'm so sorry, man. I don't know what I was thinking, talking crazy. I guess I was just doing this, and this. And even though you could be like, I'm going to leave you hanging. Instead, you say, hey, you know what, brother? Hey, man, don't worry about it. You good, man. Yeah, I forgive you, brother. You come on back in the fold. You good, man. I still love you. God still love you. Don't worry about it. Just water under the bridge. And that's basically what Moses did. That's love, brothers and sisters. When you're doing something for somebody and they don't deserve it, that's love. And that's what the Lord wants us to show with each other. Remember the case with remember the white girl killed that black boy brother? Remember the black boy? He went up there and, oh, I forgive you, and he hugged her and stuff like that, even though she didn't apologize at all. She didn't show any remorse. But remember the boy, I forgot the name of the case, but remember the boy came up and hugged and stuff? That's how I know Israel has true love for their enemies. Because no matter what their enemies do, they say what? It's water under the bridge. That's how I know Israel truly loves their enemies. And how do I know Israel truly hates their brethren? Because their brethren do something like that white girl. They'll never forgive that black man or that black woman. I'ma hold a grudge against your nigga behind forever. Tell me I'm lying, brothers and sisters. Tell me I'm lying. This is Israel all day. The heathen, they forgive them. Oh, it's water under the bridge. But they own, I'ma hold a 30, 40-year-old and sometimes a lifetime grudge. I'm going to the grave with this grudge against your black face. That's not love, brothers and sisters. When it comes to your own, it's supposed to be water under the bridge. I should take off on you. But instead of taking off on you, hey, it's water under the bridge. Now your enemies, you go after they behind. Ain't no love when it come to your enemies. Just like King David, he destroyed his enemies. He went after them. Now, these Negroes today, you let the Philistines invade their land and stuff like that. They wouldn't have went after the Philistines. Oh, I forgive the Philistines. Oh, we just got to pray about it. Right? Don't America do that? When America got enemies, they go after them. But when it come to their own, they deal with their own differently. But when it comes to their enemies, what America do? They fly them stealth drones and stealth bombers, and they bomb the crap out of their enemies. And so, again, brothers and sisters, this is love that Moses is displaying, because he could have easily said, nah, y'all getting what y'all deserve. But no, he cried out, Lord, help them. Lord, heal my sister. That's love, brothers and sisters, because Moses didn't have to do that. Okay, but let's keep going. Verse 13, and Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, heal her now, O God. I beseech thee, meaning I beg thee. And 14, and the Lord said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out of the camp 7 days, and after that, let her be received again. So basically, the Lord was like, okay, Moses, I hear you. Because the Lord, he's not going to reject any acts of love. Okay, that was an act of love that Moses just displayed. So, of course, that warms the Lord's heart. But at the same time, the Lord was like, Moses, I'm going to heal your sister, but she is going to have to bear her punishment for 7 days. So she's going to have to be outside of the camp. And for all you brothers and sisters that don't want to show love, you pretend like you don't know what we talking about concerning this new covenant. Okay, the Lord wanting us to love each other and graduating to love. You going right with Miriam, going outside of the camp. But this time, it's going to be the fire. That's what's going to be outside, that fire. So you better get with it, or you're going to be out there in them flames. That's the only option that you got, brothers and sisters. So, the Lord right here too is showing us balance. So even though you display love when somebody has crossed you, it is still within your right to say, hey, I forgive you, brother. I forgive you, sister. Okay, and it's water under the bridge. I love you. The Lord loves you. And I want to let you know that you okay with me. Ain't no beef. But you did do a foolish act. Okay? You did something stupid. So, according to this punishment that's I have set up, you're going to have to bear this. But after you bear it, hey, you welcome back. It's water under the bridge. But because you did what you had, you're still going to have to reap the repercussions. Because like the Lord said, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. So you got to reap what you did, brother. But nevertheless, I forgive you, I love you, and there's water under the bridge. So the Lord is showing us balance, okay, between punishment and love. All right. You still got to get punished, but I'm going to make sure the punishment ain't too severe, but I'm going to let you know I still love you. We still good. We still on good terms. All right. Now, verse 15, and Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and that's the Lord too, letting her think about what she did. And the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again. Now look at the Lord. He didn't even allow the children of Israel to journey because that was his doing. He didn't even let the people journey until she came back in. Now that's love right there. The Lord said, I'm going to wait to move. Because remember, the children of Israel, they didn't journey unless the Lord got up and moved. Now, let's not forget that. So he didn't even move till his daughter Miriam came back in the camp. Because the Lord loved Miriam. But she still made him mad. So she had to bear her punishment. Okay. Verse 16. And afterward, the people removed from Hazeroth and pitched in the wilderness of Paran. And brothers and sisters, that is it for that lesson. I hope you guys got some understanding. I hope you enjoyed what I brought forth. I know it seemed like what I was saying was rough, brothers and sisters, but somebody got to tell these Israelites that they are in the wrong and that repercussions are coming. I'm telling y'all, Lord raising these heathen up. I got to warn y'all, I can't sugarcoat nothing. I can't. There is nothing you can say. There's no amount of money you can give me to shut my mouth. I'm going to keep talking. And I'm going to keep warning you, brothers and sisters. That's just the way it is. And in doing that, I'm showing you love. Hoping that you will turn and truly build a relationship with God. And graduate to love. Not just love, but to loving your brothers and sisters, because that's what it's all about. We got to stop this foolishness that we doing, man. But yeah, I was going to get ready to get off on something else, but that's it, brothers and sisters. Hope you got some understanding, and I will see you in the next chapter. Shalom.